What's up, YouTube, man? It's your boy, Action Jackson, man. And before we hop into the video, um, you know, I'm going to be talking about, of course, the Dallas Cowboys playing the Tennessee Titans, which is now, before I even go into the injury report, which is now looking more like a preseason game in Week 17, which I'll explain that in a little bit. Always, I would appreciate if you guys would like the video, subscribe, comment, and share my video with anyone who you think might enjoy my content, man. So let's hop into it. Let's go. All right. So before I even go over any of the injury news, the Titans they're basically already conceding this game. If you already look at the Titans injury report, again, shout out to Cowboys Republic for always hooking, always posting out the injury report. So I always have the injury report, for you guys, and it's always accurate. So, the Titans, their playoff game essentially is Week 18 versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. It doesn't matter even if the Titans were to win this game, which they won't, especially since they have a lot of starters out. Even if they were playing all their starters, even if they had won this game, it doesn't change the outcome of Week 18. They still need to win that week regardless to even win that division. So, if they have a dash next to their name, that means they're going to play. Like, for example, Zach Martin, DeMarcus Lawrence, J-Ron Curse, Noah Brown, Dorrance Armstrong, and Sam Williams, they're going to play. Mike Parsons is going to play, even though they do list him as questionable. But Tony Pollard, I believe, has a thigh contusion. And it's not that serious, thank God. But if I'm the Cowboys, I don't start him, especially since we don't have to worry about like a run-stopping threat, especially since if you look down at the Titans injury report, Jeffrey Simmons is out. Bud Dupree's out, Zach Cunningham's out, Dylan Cole is out, so a lot of their run-stopping guys, Amani Hooker's out, so a lot of their stars are not going to play. Denico Autry is doubtful, so I'm not really too worried about our run game. I would sit Tony Pollard in this game and put in Malik Davis, especially since we know what Malik Davis is on this team. He is a really, really solid running back 3, and he's a heck of a running back 2 if we ever needed him. And I think this is a game where he's running back 2. You start Zeke and everything like that. So this was a game for me, honestly, where I felt like I wanted the Tennessee Titans to have all their starters in, because if they had all their starters in and they wanted to play this game for real, I felt like this would have been like your mini matchup in case you ever were to run into the Niners during this playoff run. Similarly to the Niners, they're really great up in the trenches on the offensive line, but specifically the defensive line. With Autry, they have Bud Dupree, Jeffrey Simmons. They have a nice solid linebacker in Zach Cunningham. They have physical safeties with Monty Hooker, and then you got Kevin Byard, and they play really, really solid defense, and they play in opposite offensively. They run the ball. Just like the Niners do. Derrick Henry is their only source material of running the ball. So it is right now, a little bit right now for the Niners with CMC. But once they have like a Deebo Samuel that's healthy, then you get like your other running backs for the Niners. Anyone can tilt the rock when the Niners are, when you're part of the Niners system, especially like Kyle Juszczyk and everything like that. But the moral of the story was that you was basically going to get your Niners preview matchup this week if everyone was healthy and playing. But since everyone's not playing, I don't really have like a solid ways of how we're going to beat the Tennessee Titans, but they're not as thorough as they normally are when a lot of stars are playing. So right now it's just going to be a little freestyle video, just things I would like to see for the Cowboys. First, I would like them to start out fast and early, because obviously this team does not have any other starters. They are ranked 30th in the pass. They don't really like to throw the ball. And since Derrick Henry is not going to play in this game, you got Malik Willis, who hasn't, in 3 NFL starts, hasn't even thrown for 100 yards yet. They have Treylon Burks, who's still coming into his own. Robert Woods, he has been a shell of himself ever since that ACL injury of last year. They have Austin Hooper, who's solid. So they have some solid guys offensively. But I felt like this is the game where the defense, other than starting fast, I felt like the defense needed to go out here and get their momentum back and break this little lull they've been going through without, not having any sacks, only getting 1 sack in like the past 3 games. So for me, They're not that great of a pass blocking team. They rank league bottom towards it of pass protecting. So this is where I feel like DeMarcus Lawrence, Sam Williams, all those guys, Micah, all those guys are going to eat defensively when going after Malik Willis. The only thing I can say for defensively, I want you to press up on their corners, especially since they don't like to pass. And let's put Dono in the box and have a quarterback spy at all times versus Malik Willis. Offensively, still want to focus on having that momentum, especially with Kellen Moore. Hopefully, Kellen Moore, don't show your hand too much. I would call vanilla-like plays. They don't have a lot of their starters in. And right now, if I'm offensively, I'm running the ball. And also, I'm also working on getting the ball into my playmakers' hands. So, like CeeDee Lamb, try to get him another 100-yard game. If you're not able to obtain it by halftime, sit them and you're blowing them out. Sit your starters. That's offensively. Special teams, make sure we're no muffing of punts. Make sure we're playing smart. If I'm Dallas, there's no need for you to get aggressive. Just play your game. You don't have to worry about it, especially again. Derrick Henry is doubtful with a hip. Jeffrey Simmons, a lot of their stars are out, so there's really no need for you to, if you get third and out, not third and out, but if you get on the third down, you don't get it, and you want to go for on fourth down within your own territory, don't do it. It's not worth it. Let's not have like a dumb game like that. Let's play our football, our brand of football. And like I said, once we play our brand of football, I'm not worried about anybody. So those are just, my ways of how we beat the Tennessee Titans, man. There's not a whole lot of information I have to really put out there. This is a preseason-like game. After the Cowboys are going to look really, really nice. They have some iced-out uniforms. You guys have seen them before. And I previewed it before my thumbnail back in the summertime when we played against the Chargers, I want to say. So that was Jordan Lewis in the thumbnail. And he was previewing our uniforms specifically against this week. So it's going to look really nice, but the Cowboys are going to be blowing them out. And this is a game also that after you take care of them, I don't expect to see the Cowboys starters until January 15th, I want to say, or 14th. It depends Depends who we play and what day we play. I know we're either going to play on a Saturday or a Sunday. I know that for a fact. I don't know if it's going to be, I'm going to talk about playoff implications in a little bit, but like I said, mainly after you take care of this team after half, I'm putting in all your backups. Then you're going to have a 10-day rest, depending on week 17, meaning there's 3 scenarios that needs to happen within the next 2. Well, that needs to happen on Sunday for you to determine whether or not you're playing your starters on week 18. So, for example, like I said, for us to get to win this division and possibly get the number 1 seed, we need Philly to lose out. Philly loses out, we win out, we get the division. Now, if the Vikings can either lose to the Packers or lose to the Bears, whether week 17 or 18, and if we have the same record as the Eagles and Vikings, we're easily going to be a top 2 seed. But if the Niners continuously win out and they have the same record as us, they will get the number 1 seed. But like I said, for us to get the number 1 seed, like I said, all we need is for the Eagles to lose their last 2 weeks, Minnesota to lose 1 of their 2 games. Same thing with the 49ers. We win out, we get the number 1 seed. And again, for us to win the division, we're going to have to win out, and Philly has to lose out their last 2 weeks. But I've already said it in my Christmas Eve video that the likely chance of Philly losing out is slim chance to none. I can easily see them winning one of their last 2 games. So if they don't win week 17, the Cowboys will play their starters in the first half against the Commanders. But if they win week 17, I can also see the Cowboys resting their starters week 18, and that will be our preseason game. Right now, this is their preseason game for the Titans, but I could definitely see week 18 being a preseason game for us, where you'll see Malik Davis, Rico Dowdle, Jalen Tolbert, you'll see a lot of those guys, Josh Ball. You'll see maybe Connor McGovern, uh, Alec Lindstrom. You'll see like a bunch of those guys playing. You'll see like Kelvin Joseph out there, Nashawn Wright. You'll see a lot of backups, and a lot of our starters will be out, I believe, going into Week 18. So, those are what I see happening after we take care of business in Tennessee tomorrow. Like I said again before we end out the video, focusing on the Titans. Still want the Cowboys to focus, close out. My quick points, I wanted them to start the game out early, take care of them fast. Offensively, I want you to still focus on getting the ball into the hands of your playmakers. Don't turn the ball over, no dumb penalties, and run the ball efficiently. Defensively, I want you to get out of your slump of not getting any sacks. This should be like a 5-6 sack game collectively from everybody, linebackers, safeties, slot corners, defensive lines. I see that all happening in this game. Keep a spot on Malik Willis. Also pressure him as well. He's not that great against blitzes yet. He's still a young quarterback. He's still developing in this league, so I would definitely put pressure on him as well. And last but not least, after you take care and you follow the keys like I'm saying, you sit as many stars as you can. I'm sitting Diggs, Dak, Zeke, CD, all your important players, Michael Gallup, offensive line. I'm sitting a lot of guys once we take care of the Titans that have. And yeah, man. Also, playoff implications for us to possibly get the number 1 seed. I need the Eagles to lose out. I need the Niners and Vikings to lose one game. I need the Cowboys to win out for us to get the number 1 seed and also to win the division. That's it for the video. Hope you guys have a nice day. Stay safe, stay blessed. Happy holidays. Bye.